But I want to go over a couple of different things here before we jump into that. Man, Bitwig, man, just released the 5.2. The 5.2, Bitwig 5.2. If you have not heard, it is released, and this thing is crazy, bro. It is definitely, my DAW of choice. Oh man, it is hard, man, because I have such a relationship with Studio One, man. Studio One just had my heart, but man, bro, Bitwig it's just really grabbing me, man. It's really grabbing me. So this is the 5.2 release. I'm going to go over a couple of different things here. So some of the things that they came out with on this Bitwig release is the Compressor Plus. This thing right here, bro. Like, out of all the ones, now listen. Let me say this before I go into any more detail. Definitely, compression is compression. If you decide that any compressor out there is the one that you use, then man, hey, do what you do. But this joint right here, bro, I don't know what it is and how they did this and how they basically look at every part of a sound, and then you can compress. It's like a multi-band. It's kind of like a multi-band compression, but I know a lot of time with I don't like to say multi-blend. Let me not say that. Because there's things with the multi-band that it does that this one does not do. This is just a straight up compressor. And the way this thing makes stuff sound, bro, it is crazy. It has 4 different layers to it. So you can get the lows, the low mids, the high mids, and the highs, and it dissects it all in one thing, and you can go in here and compress like certain parts of it. That to me is so dope, bro. Man, when I heard it like the first time I saw the video and everything, and I think the dude was like playing like a guitar, and when he was playing a guitar, I could hear it, but I don't have a live guitar, so I know usually with my compression, I'm using it on drums or something like that. And so when I put it to the test, and I heard the way this thing sound, oh my gosh, bro, oh my goodness. Now we deep diving into the other parts of it. There's the focus, there's the scope, and there's the tilt. All of these have different focuses that they have. I ain't taking into this because I only know what my ears tell me, right? I'm always listening to what my ears are saying. That's what I listen to. I don't know the tech side of it. I just go by what sound good to me. This particular, right, that drum creation that I did, man, I don't know any of all of that, but when I put it all together, it just sound good. It knock in these headphones, and that's what I want. And I know once I'm done with it, it's not going to overbear the track. So that's all I care about, right? This right here, though, the focus, the scope, and the tilt sound. These are the Trio EQs. Now, they're inspired by classic hardware, which is probably why the sound comes out the way that it does. Like scope, I think it's better with low end, right? I think it handles the low end, where I think focus is more of mid-range, and I think tilt is more of the high end when it comes down to the EQ part and shaping the sound of whatever it is that you're using it for. That junk is dope. Do you hear me? The sound is so crazy. I'm going to show you how all of these different things work. I'd rather you hear it. They updated the GUI, which I think is beautiful. I love all the colors that they're doing because the color represents like sound. So it visually, I can see exactly what I'm looking at. I can see what the sound is doing. So it allows me to do that with this. And one thing I have also learned and noticed over the time of the beta versus the actual 5.2 actual release is that the release is just stable, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. Now, this is Bitwig. Yes, in bitwig.com. If you're into Bitwig, go for it. If you're not, cool. That's fine. I just want to talk about the DAW that I use. I think every DAW has its own speciality. That's what it's, I can't remember what show that was on, but there's speciality. They all have them. This particular DAW, though, man, listen. So even if I come in here, so my drums are actually done in Machine. So I'll do all of my drums in Machine, and so everything here is more all the other instruments, right? So I got this percussion right here, and it's right. So I'm gonna just loop that, right? And so for this, I'm gonna do the compressor. I can't talk today, bro. Compressor plus. Now, as you can see, the way that this compressor reads the sound that's going in, right? The way it reads, it tells me different things. So the main part of what I'm looking for is that the little snap part, right? So that's the part that I want to stand out. Everything else is just a sound just filling a space, right? So I'm gonna bring this because the only thing I care about is that part right there. Now I can look at the color on here and I can tell what's going on with the color. So I'm gonna add a little bit more attack because I don't really want it to pop out, but I want it to be heard. So if I'm playing the track, let's just do just the drums itself, right? Now, if you take this away, see, it sounds cool, but with this, so that sound, the way the compressor is handling the sound, visually, I can hear that. So I can actually add some more vanilla. And vanilla, you just have to try it. I can't even explain vanilla. You just got to try it. Right? I can't even explain the sound of it. I can hear it in the headphones, but I can't interpret it, right? It just sounds good. So once I have that, I can do some makeup, right? So it's not overbearing, so to say. It's not so loud. So I can turn this down some and it still will stand out in the quote unquote mix. Right? That junk is crazy, bro. I don't even know if I have a track with like drums in it, so to say. I tell you what, I'm gonna switch because I can use this one. I'm gonna go to another track that I was doing, and it has a bass line in it. The bass line is pretty dope. So here, let's go ahead and switch back over. This bass right here, right? Now, according to, let's go ahead and play this and this. So I'm gonna add to this bass. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna just loop it here. So on that bass, I'm gonna use that same compressor. So now, and I could even come in here and do this and find some different. So this is a bass compressor here, and I cannot talk tonight, bro. So this is a little more squashed than I want it to be. Now I could tell based on, again, the color. The color is just telling me everything for what I'm looking for. Now this one is over. Now you have vanilla, you have to go through all of them in your own time. But you can pause this and just kind of see what it does, right? I'm gonna use smooth because I want the bass to just be smooth. That's what I want, right? So now I'm gonna come back on the threshold just a little bit because I do want it to pop through. Right? So now this is why, because with that I'm gonna play this and this, the drums. Right? I love that. So when you play it all together, that junk it just kicks out, bro. So I love the way that the kick and the snare, the kick and the bass line cuts through the track, right?